G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for us, here to present the Round 21 review. Who's keen for 2026? Because I sure bloody am. We scored 2,517, essentially scoring under 2,000 in a normal week. We dropped 1,700 spots, and our season rank now is just inside the top 4K. Not the way I would have liked this season to have wrapped up. I mean, we've still got a few more weeks, which I'm a bit more optimistic for, but I don't think I can recall such a bad run of luck over the past months in SuperCoach ever. Me personally, I don't think I've played this season that badly. I just think that the majority of what could have gone wrong has gone wrong, and probably just didn't expect or have enough trades for the absolute worst outcome to come. So, I mean, we're going to head in and talk about it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below if you're keen for 2026. I'm keen for NBL SuperCoach, EPL SuperCoach. So we'll head into trade history first, because we did use our final trade, Jack Steele to Jeremy Cameron. It's gone absolutely tits up since round 18, really. Tristan Cherry ruled it. We used two trades because of Jai Caldwell getting injured. We did Carroll and Caldwell to McKinlay and Cherry to set ourselves up with three trades remaining for the final 6-7 weeks. Cherry scores a 57 and gets suspended against Gawn. And that same week, we have Martin and Horne-Francis. So we obviously had to move them out because of them being out for the rest of the season. We had to replace them. And it meant Cherry, I just had to hold a Cherry for flex for 3 weeks. Thank goodness he's back. And then, so optimistic, mildly, one trade to go. And then this week, Cherry ruled out, not the worst. I can cover it to some extent. Jack Steele on the Sunday is named sub. The player I literally just brought in, who brought in a 513K. Saints had one of the best run homes for inside midfielders. And then so I brought him in against the Cats game. Looks awesome. Scores a 105. He looks very good. And that was their toughest matchup. Then we hear during the week that Jack Steele is dealing with a shoulder problem. So I'm like, yeah, all right, that's not great. I might loop just in case he's a late hour, whatnot. He plays, scores a 44. I'd rather him have not played. So I'm like, yeah, that's a bugger. And now I have to bloody hold him for most of the way. Then round 21 rolls around. He's named sub. The captain of the St Kilda Football Club, one of the better midfielders we've had in SuperCoach over this decade, is named sub. I could not believe my eyes. Actually, I didn't believe my eyes. I just laughed. Because no one has Jack Steele, I'm fairly certain, other than me. And he was just a massive pod to bring in. We know the injury potential with him, but I just didn't really see it coming. So I had to trade him because I'm just like, I'm not holding this. So I used my final trade on Jack Steele to get Jeremy Cameron. I'm very happy to have Jeremy Cameron in the side. I love Jeremy Cameron, and I get to watch him the whole way. And then Connor Rozee becomes a laid out, and because Bo Allen and Campbell Gray are both not playing again for the rest of the season, I didn't have any cover, and I didn't want to. I could have brought in Luke Ryan. I actually didn't know how Luke Ryan scored this week, by the way. We could have brought in Luke Ryan and got Tom Gross's 41 on field. I just didn't think it was worth doing that just for 1 week without forward cover. I don't know how Luke Ryan did this week. He scored a 58. Oh, my God, imagine if I brought that in. No, so I'm happy with that decision, but just a few things not going our way. We're on zero, 50K in the bank gone to waste, essentially. But Yeah, so that was what we did. No trades for the remainder of the season. Um, Using 2 trades to get Cherry for him to score a 57 and get suspended in the same week was bloody wild. Using one of my injury trades to trade in Jack Steele to replace Nick Martin, which I then have to use another trade. So I have essentially wasted. So I brought in Myers using Horn Francis, and I brought in. I essentially wasted 3 of those trades, injury trades, or even 4 of those injury trades. It was just mental. So yeah, not great. I'm going to play the exact same way as I did for next season with a couple of tweaks and just bank on the fact that anything that could have done, anything that could have happened to destroy my cover has happened. So yeah. We'll quickly review the side. Max Holmes, unbelievable, 154. Yeah, he's been unbelievable for me this season. Scored 155 against Essendon in round 14. Probably have to have a look at using the VC on him there. We brought him in for the Eagles game, and he's only given us 1 bad score. So he's been one of my best picks of the year. Well, NASA's moved into the midfield. That means Jack Sinclair's going to has started cooking. So he's fine. Connor Rosey laid out with illness. We're just going to have to hope that he's all good to play. And hopefully the week off helps with his hand. But we know that is a little bit of a ticking time bomb with him because any more knocks to that hand, he's probably out for the rest of the season, as Porter not playing for much at all. Harry Sheezer, 131, super underrated pick this year. I think everyone's just pissed off that they paid $635 for a K for a guy who's averaging 103, but he's been very reliable this season. He's had 3 scores under 80. He's been very respectful this season. Bailey Dale, yeah, just any decent score that comes his way will take. Just a month of pretty average scoring, but just better than the crap that we know he can dish up. So we'll take it. Callum Mills, 125. He's hit a really hot bit of form over the past few weeks, so massive respect for him. So he's been good. He's been pretty good. A couple of bad scores here and there, but he's been fine, Callum Mills. Bontempelli, 151. I didn't expect him to score as well as they did, and I didn't expect the Giants to be as crap as they were. So Bont, tremendous. He's going to be near on that 700K range. That'll be an interesting talking point for next year. Nick Dacos is just an absolute freak. 110, very respectful. Got the Hawks this week. Yeah, he's had just such a strong period post-bye. He's been outstanding. Even realistically, like just after the tag game, he's just been outstanding, Nick Dacos. Jordan Dawson, 149. Yeah, he's one of the best players in the comp. He is just one of the best captains in the comp as well. Tom Green, his only bad score since bringing him in. So I'll take that. He's got North this week. Zach Butters, 45. G, just whenever he plays Geelong, he just gets tagged to the moon. So, yeah, Ocean Mullen just completely owns him. Brayshaw, 101. Yeah, he's just sort of fallen back to the median. He's only had 1 score above. He's had 130 plus 130 or more score since round 9. So yeah, he just hasn't. Look, it was to be expected. I don't think he's that Bontempelli Butters sort of level of a player that some people sort of classifying him to be. But he's just sort of fallen back to the median, and he's been a great starting pick. Jack McRae, 78. I mean, he's spending less time in the midfield, so that's a bit of a concern. I think that's due to Garcia and probably someone else. And Nazai Wanganeen Miller, Wanganeen Miller entering the midfield has also affected McRae. So, yeah, not great. Tom McCarthy, 123. A lot of people's saviours at 99K. Gorn, 131 VC against West Coast. We just take that. Rowan Marshall with a 144. He played on Bryn Teakle, so was always going to look good there. So Marshall's got a really nice run home, I believe. It's He's got Nankervis, which is very good. He's got Vizentini or Goldstein, and then he's got Kieran Briggs, who Tim English just scored 202 on. So very happy with these. So and Cherry, despite the fact I don't have Grundy at the minute. I just couldn't have predicted that. Baz 119, yeah, he's finding some form again, so that's been needed. Yeah, a few cats in here. Brian Myers 111, he's been a very strong trade in for me. I've been very happy with what I've seen. Owned him for 3 weeks. He's actually getting CBAs now, so that's a nice little bonus as well. I brought him in as he started to get CBAs, so that's very handy for his scoring. Jeremy Cameron 94 on his quest to 100. I don't think he'll get there, but it's cool to watch the story. I guess this is Jeremy Cameron's problem. Looks amazing, kicks 5 goals, and this is the problem with key forwards in general. 94. So I mean, you got to take the good with the bad with key forwards. Isaac Rankin 129. I still think the role isn't that good, but Hardwick. I thought Hardwick did a fairly good job, but just around stoppage, he is absolutely amazing. Rankin. Petrarca's concerning. I know he scored a 117, but he had a season low 21% CBA. So, and it's not a great run home either. So, I could expect Petrarca to be averaging around that 80 mark for the last 3 weeks. Chad Warner's been a bit of a fail actually has been a fail of a pick. I know he's scored a couple of tons past few weeks, but just a lot of mediocrity here. You'd expect him to score well against Essendon. Tom Goss, 41. Nice little surprise. He gets a cameo appearance from the bench. Just hope that he can stay in the side and just be somewhat cover. And Tristan Cherry, we finally get him back. So I think the aim is to just have a really strong final 3 weeks of the season and see if we can somehow crawl our way into the top 1%. I don't think we'll get inside the top 2K. I think even getting inside the top 3K is going to be tough, but we'll do our best to see what we can do. And obviously, Adam Chera, we're hoping he's back this week. He is a test to play. So hopefully we get all 20. I might as well count McCarthy as well at this point. All 24 premiums to play this weekend. We might loop Cameron against Essendon. I feel like that's a bit of a waste, but there will be occasions where I'll probably use the loop. Maybe against Sydney, potentially just with our key forward score. Vice captain and captains, I think there's a lot of good choices, but there's nothing that really grabs me or stands out as options. Dawson is interesting against West Coast. But I think at the minute, I think we're just going to leave the C on Cherry. He owes us a lot. Tristan Cherry. So I'm expecting a massive score against Kieran Briggs. He's fresh, ready to go. Hopefully that means good things for Cherry. So we'll whack the C on Cherry here. VC, probably Max Holmes. Probably Max Holmes with the way he's going. Dacos, I don't feel like it's a monster score coming against Hawthorn, who don't tag, but St Kilda, I mean, could go Rowan Marshall as the vice captain here as well. I mean, in saying this, with this Geelong matchup, Bailey Smith, Brian Myers, and Jeremy Cameron even could be options. I think Holmes and Smith are both fantastic VCs for the Friday night. Brisbane, Sydney, not really. Carlton, Gold Coast, I don't. Chera, no. Butters against Freo, don't trust it. It's definitely not Rosie. Brayshaw, no. I like a lot of the Sunday options. So Cherry, could I do Cherry into Dawson? That's probably an option to do. Cherry into Dawson. I feel like Dawson doesn't go as well as we expect sometimes in good matchups. Well, he goes well against the Dogs, who are a tough midfield matchup. I guess Hawthorn aren't necessarily. I feel like he doesn't go bonkers when we expect him to. He just does it when he feels like it. like a 96 against North, like an 88 against Gold Coast. So it's just tough to predict sometimes the Dawson spike. Gone against English is pretty good as well. I can't VC Cherry into Gorn. I'd love to do that, but Bont, you never know what Melbourne are going to do. But they might have hit with the news with Simon Goodwin. They might have hit crisis mode again. We know last year how Melbourne conceded so many points. I think Essendon are in that situation this year. That's why you want to target Essendon. VC against Nas is going to be too easy. Oh, by the way, Thursday night's actually going to be the last Thursday night game for the home and away season. So there you go. So there'll be an adjustment we'll have to make. We'll go VC Homes and the Cherry for now. Trades, none, mate. The only good thing about me completely going crap this week was in most of my leagues, I was in the qualifying final. So it did mean that, I lost the majority of my leagues. But it means that we are in semi-finals for a lot of these leagues here. So I won the money league matchup still somehow. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know how I did it, but we did. So I think we got knocked out of SDS Super League, not 2, but the original one, which is a little disappointing. I think we're out of 4 leagues. The TikTok creators, not a league I'm that fussed about. The SDS Super League sucks a bit that I'm knocked out here. That's all right. So, Faye, congratulations. You smashed me. Faye's moving on. The winner of last year, Jake, got knocked out by Stephen. The day will come. Sad about Will Day. He got knocked out. So, as I say with the SDS Super Leagues, the winner of the SDS Super League will grant themselves access forever with the league. So, make sure you let me know if you do win the SDS Super League so I can contact you and make sure that you can feature it every year. The SC Pro League, so that's SuperCoach Pros League, I'm not that fussed about. And then, the only one that hurts really is the SDS Super League. So I'm still in the SDS Super League too. James Goulden just absolutely smashed me. So that's cool. So we'll have a look at the SDS Super League. So we've got minimum chips Paul, who finished first but lost to Stews Primos. So he's facing Faye. And then third versus sixth, the Seagull Finlayson versus the Day Will Come. And Nicholas and Stewart into the prelim final. The SDS Super League 2. As I said, James just absolutely smacked me. Daniel did a good job on Harrison. So these two are obviously both inside the top 100, I believe. So they're both, these two are probably going to face each other in the grand final. So that's to be expected. I've got a semi-final against Jasper and Dylan versus Harrison in the semi-finals, and Ryan and Cheese both got knocked out. How'd they go? Daniel's in 19th. Let's go. Love it. And then James is in 66th. We've had a great year with the SDS Super League too, I'm telling you. We've had a great season. So kudos to everyone that joined this league. Same rules apply. Actually, I think I'm just going to let, considering how well of a season they've had, I assume one of these two will win, but I will give both of these guys immunity into the SDS Super League. We certainly need them in the SDS Super League. This is number 2, and this has had a significantly better season. So, Jake, the winner of last year, the winner of the SDS Super League this year, and then these two and me. So we've got 5 guys guaranteed to be in the SDS Super League next year. As I said, we won the money league, so Might be able to win something, hopefully. We're in the prelim. Oh, wow, first loss by 4 points. Wow. So, yeah, the aim's just to make the grand final. So I would play – oh, God, I might play first. Oh, no. Really? So I'm hoping Lucas can get the job done here, but that's all right. Okay, hopefully we can make I just want to make the grand final. If we make the grand final, that's $100. We win it, that's 400. That's all I want to do. So that actually kind of sucks at first lost. Anyway, we'll wrap it up here, guys. Not much to talk about at this point in the season. So hope you guys are all doing well, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.